And support. I'm so lame. Welcome everybody. We are going to jump into a second game of a second round. This is going to be Demosthenes versus KrasnicofeEX. This is actually the second game. I'm not actually sure who won the first game. Let's find out who wins the second game. At the top right, we are going to see Demosthenes. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but I'm all right with it. Now on the bottom left, we are going to see KrasnicofeEX. PvP Homie G green. Let's do this thing. See the power of the spam in these players? Oh, sweet Jesus. Sweet, merciful Jesus. Krasnikov is strong with it. Oh my gosh, calm down. There's nothing to do. No, I'm just kidding. Alrighty, well, both players are going to put their pylon pretty close to their neck size. Annyeonghaseyo says EagleX77. Well, annyeonghaseyo to you too, good sir. Konbanwa, if you know what I'm saying. Konbanwa. Who won the first game? I'm actually not sure, unfortunately. Thanks, Scraper. Pep Jr., I hope you're the only one lagging. Let me know, guys, if you guys are lagging. I will try to fix it. We have gotten actually more than regular amounts of people saying that they're lagging. We used to be much better. Let's see if we can fix that as soon as possible. Alright, so sneaky probes. Now, this is really interesting. Krasnikov went this very strange path. He didn't want his probe to be seen, which makes me think he's up to no good here. Are we seeing just standard schmander so far? We are seeing everything looks fine. Everything looks normal in this base. He didn't want his opponent to see his probe moving and scooting and shooting. Demosthenes, on the other hand, just hanging out, being the baller that he is. We are going to see a zealot first for Demosthenes. Will we see a pretty fast second gas for Krasnikov? So far, we've seen a really fast second gas for him almost every game we've seen, which has only been 2 games so far. Cool, Eagle X. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Korean's a fun language. It's very a nice little fun facts about the Korean language. It's the only language that was created. The only language that was created for the purpose to be a language. All the other languages kind of over a long time evolved and became what we know as the standard English or the standard Spanish or standard German, you know. But the Korean language was actually made by a king in, I think it was the 14th, it was like 14, it was a really long time, it was like the 14th century, and he wanted a language for everyone to be able to use because they didn't have an official language for their own country. And so he got some of the smartest scholars to create a language for him, and then he tried to spread it across the world, and spread it across Korea. 4Gate coming up, it looks like. 4Gate for good old Demosthenes. Second gas coming up, and we are going to see the Stargate play once again. Stargate and Gateway going down simultaneously for KrasnicofeEX. Looks like Krasnikov is practicing a very specific build here. Zealot and Stalker versus a Zealot and Stalker. And so that's pretty cool. Like, you know, Korean has very specific rules about pronunciation and spelling. There's no, you know, I before E except after C kind of thing. Well, kind of there is, but, you know, it's a very easy language to learn in that regards. It's very logical. It was created to work together and to be a one whole piece. So it's actually pretty damn cool in that regards. Alright, so what do we see here? Gateway, and a robotics facility. Is this game a little loud for you guys? It's a little loud in my ears. Hopefully it's not in yours. Yeah, Vanplex. I put the setting for it to do it, and I think I either messed up putting the setting, or it just didn't do it. I'm sorry about that, Vamplex. Alrighty, Stalker's coming out here. No Zealot in this composition. It got picked off earlier. Demosthenes bringing Krasnikov in a very classic position here. We do have 3 sentries, 2 force fields left, and this is looking very similar to what happened about 2 games ago. Forgate, second gas is down though. That gas might have been there just to try and trick Demosthenes. I mean, just to try and trick KrasnicofeEX. His pounds are up. He just wants to get up. Good old Krasnikov may opt to get his Chrono Boost his Immortal out, but honestly, right now, I think if he just keeps his sentry count, he's going to be able to force field, and he could really just get right to a Stargate production if he wanted. Perhaps we're going to find out the hard way. Do you know Korean fluently? No. Do I know Korean fluently? No, not by any means. I just know how to pronounce it all right. I know how to spell stuff with it. I know how to write it, but I don't know how to read it very well at all. My vocabulary is extremely small. And but I know how to pronounce it and read it. I just don't know how to I have a very small vocabulary, and I don't. Oh Jesus. This guy really wants to get up the ramp. So many force fields. How many do we have in the bank? We have 1, 2, 3 force fields in the bank. 7 sentries are going to be able to force field this ramp indefinitely. And right now it looks like this Forgate isn't getting up that ramp. One Phoenix is out, almost getting taken out. Looks like this Phoenix did get a nice scout of the base as the Immortal is on his way. This poor guy does not want to go up that ramp one bit. And right now, unfortunately, Demosthenes doesn't have tech. He doesn't have his tech route. But he does have the gas, which is going to allow him to do that. But right now, Demosthenes has chosen his tech route, which is the Stargate. He's going to get a few Phoenixes, perhaps, like last game. And get these Immortals. And will we see what we saw last game, where he got about 3 Phoenixes out, scouted about, and then pushed forward with an Immortal push. Robotics coming down for Demosthenes. Yeah, that's a great idea. I did have flashcards, I just didn't remember any of them, to be honest. It is fun to study. Sorry guys, if you guys are feeling lag, do consider trying to refresh a few times, and if you guys really are feeling lag, go ahead and pause the stream, come back a little bit later, or come back and perhaps right after this game I'll see if I can fix any lag issues. I'm looking at my laptop right now and I'm not seeing any lag at all, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on here with the lag situation. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Bebop? It is very, very similar, but it looks like instead well, Demosthenes is rushing to this Colossus tech, trying to get the getting his Immortal out right before. Let's see if his money's going to line up. 200, 300 is going to be enough for a Colossus. Once he gets another 100 money, it looks like it is going to time out very nicely here. These Phoenixes paying for themselves. No proxy pylons are allowed to go on the map here. And these cute little probes, I don't know what they wanted to do exactly. Looks like they wanted to put some proxies down. It's going to be a 1-base Colossus against a 1-base Sentry Immortal. No Colossus tag here. These Phoenixes will it'll take a long time for these Phoenixes to power down a Colossus. And it's nice though. Usually when you get Rush Colossus on 1 base, you have a really limited amount of units that can shoot up. And so the Colossus will actually get pew-pewed by the Phoenix and actually go down. But because it was a Forgate, kind of a bit of a failed Forgate, he is going to have a large Stalker count here to defend this Colossus, but he's going to have to be the one that attacks, because right now Krasnikov is taking his expansion and it's going to defend with a lot of Sentry, a lot of force field energy, as well as 3 Immortals. 3 Immortals being a huge investment, very strong, very defensive unit. So Colossus is going to come out. Only 1 Sentry to speak of in this army. Let's go ahead and look at the worker. We do have 24 to 26. Both these players are just about tied up on the worker count. These Stalkers don't want to have any Phoenixes ruining their day here. Krasnikov has free reign to put proxy pylons anywhere he wants. It looks like these Colossus and these units are moving out right now. These Colossus are actually way out of position. He could actually take out these Colossi if he had the vision. But these Phoenixes aren't going to be in the lucky correct spot. That could have been horrible, horrible, horrible timing by accident. It's going to be a really hard push for Demosthenes to do right here. He doesn't have any sentry energy to hold these immortals back. What he does have are zealots, and it looks like he's going to push forward. Will the splash damage outdo these 4 immortals in the back? These 4 immortals are going to power down these stalkers and colossus so fast. Also, these sentries are going to also get powered down so fast by the colossus fire. And it looks like these phoenixes are going to go ahead and target fire the colossus. They have nothing else to target fire, and pretty soon after they are going to lift. The colossus is running away. These immortals being super, super strong. Almost all the sentries are down here for Demosthenes, and I think right now Krasnikov is just going to have too powerful of elites. Right now this Colossus is all alone. 2 hit by about 3 immortals. GG, well played. GG indeed. KrasnicofeX is the man to watch. Now we are going to possibly, well, let me check his status. Let me make sure. KrasnicofeEX just played Demos. Match history. Demos, and he won, so he just 2-0'd Demos.